Welcome, Helldivers, and today let's talk about the new strain of terminids we see on the bug front. I wanted to really just give my initial thoughts and impressions. Yesterday, I spent all day with my viewers on Fenrir for the new MO where we are tasked with defending this planet and making sure that the science lab we built isn't destroyed, as it's our major way on understanding the meridia singularity, which, if you didn't hear, just blew up Angel's Venture and is on a collision course with half a dozen other planets, ending at Super Earth. So you can see the issue with allowing it to just roam free. However, Fenrir is being attacked by a planet within the gloom, specifically Hellmire if you must know. It would seem that the evolution of the bugs has actually been completed, meaning that now you can see brand new subfactions of bugs in the game right now. With the Predator strain, you are going to see two new enemy variants, a Predator Hunter and a Predator Stalker variant. Yes, Stalkers are now a normal enemy, and to be honest, when you're fighting on those higher difficulties like Super Helldive, you will see Predator Hunters and Predator Stalkers almost exclusively, only really accompanied by Alpha Commanders, Chargers, and Bio Titans sprinkled in. I honestly love this change, and if you would have seen some of my older videos, you would know I have been asking for stuff exactly like this in the game. I love the brigade system, and seeing them not be exclusively bots anymore is awesome, as well as being daring and experimenting with making special enemies like Stalkers a more common occurrence really spices up the gameplay. Now, yes, the Stalkers that you see from the Predator Stalkers are not the same exact Stalkers that you get from the side objectives. While you can get that side objective, and you'll see the difference as the tongue attack doesn't happen with the ragdolling, thank God, and there's relatively a little bit different health, they are just as annoyingly aggressive and do just as much damage and even do the annoying triple attack that kills you. But besides the common stalker on the field, what else does this new strand of bug add? Well, the Predator Hunter might actually be the most insane enemy and most annoying enemy in the game right now. And that's not a bad thing. Predator Hunters now move faster, attack faster, aka spam all their shit at you. They can turn invisible, they can spew acid like a biospewer, and they can do the tongue attack like a stalker, but it doesn't ragdoll you. However, this acid feels way more effective than normal. Like, there's been many times where I don't wear the Killzone suit or any of those acid repellent suits that you can have with the buff that makes you take less acid damage, and it was doing some pretty chunky health to you. And I just feel like it does way more damage than normal. I feel, not only I know there is flavor text speaking about how this strand of terminid is actually smarter, but it's not just flavor. This is actually a warning. Many times, my friends and I would be dealing with a patrol. Not only would they go instantly invisible to clear the distance, but once they snuck up on you, it's not the usual like 1 or 2 slashes. No. They almost use all their abilities in rapid succession. Like, they know you have no way to deal with it. Yes, Predator Hunters will pounce on you, instantly spit on you to slow you down and concuss you, then rapid fire off 3 slashes, and if that doesn't kill you, there's 20 others that have spawned in or are right next to it, ready to do the exact same thing, because there is no like pounce cooldown. These guys spam you. I honestly love all these additions to the game and some of these changes to the enemies. I hope this is expanded on so much more. I know the bug divers really haven't been getting fed for a while, and y'all are a pretty big part of the community, so it looks like now is your time to be in the limelight. This really has brought back difficulty to Helldivers in a whole different way, because bugs will almost instantaneously shoot off a bug breach, then the only thing that's coming at you is mini stalkers and Predator Hunters. It's insane, but insanely based how much of these they will spam at you. And you really can't solo these guys like you do normal bugs and even bots or anything. When you're on those higher level difficulties, I think everyone understands that, or it's even expected, to be honest, that you're going to be actually doing some solo play. Like, you can handle this objective by yourself, you can handle these nests by yourself. Yeah, you might need a teammate to help you, but overall you're expected to kind of be able to handle your own. This is not the same with the Predator strand. It almost actually is antithetical to that playstyle. You are heavily pressured to playing with your team, playing together with team play, making sure that your builds synergize with each other, having each other watch each other's back, and not just blowing everyone's load just because you see everything. Yes, you're going to want to make sure that someone has an ability to cover you, because when you're reloading a machine gun or reloading something, the enemy is smart enough to know to push you fast as hell. And when I tell you they know how to close the distance, Ooh, do they know how to close the distance, leading to where actual solo play is actively hindering the team, and you are going to want to stick together and do team play, because unless you got a lot of ammo, you will not solo these guys. This is just for Arrowhead directly. Arrowhead, you are doing amazing work, and I can't wait to see what more you have in store. I can't wait to see a strand that pertains to maybe something with spores, spore hunters, spore spewers. I don't know. I would love a bio titan that has like shrieker spore things on it. It would be sick. Now you're probably wondering what weapons you're going to want to bring with you so this predator strand doesn't find you as its prey. You see what I did there? You know? Come on. Come on, I was cooking with that. It took me like 5 hours to write that. All right, okay, let's continue. I highly recommend something with stagger. Shotguns are going to be your best friend. I found towards the latter half of my time facing off against these guys, using it really just one-shotted most of the hunters that were in that effective range, and when they're kind of bundled up together, it also actually added a lot of CC because you'd be staggering them. But I did also have people in chat telling me amazing things about the cookout, the blitzer. I could even see things like the pummeler or even the liberator concussive actually being extremely useful. However, if you're going to bring those things, I do recommend something that has a little bit more lethality behind it, like a machine gun. I wouldn't really recommend bringing a heavy machine gun, maybe a stalwart even. A stalwart or a machine gun combined with those CC options could definitely do something. Stun grenades, best friends, best friends. If you want to know what I use for the majority of my time, probably a good build for team play overall, because remember, you're not going to be really soloing anything with this sub faction. All about team play. Is I brought a 500 kg, basically just nuke those bug breaches, because when I tell you, maybe it's just my experience, but you would get in, you'd shoot, you alert a patrol, and it's instantaneous. It's instant with the bug breaches. It's not like how other times on bugs where you can like, if you take a little bit like more than 20 seconds to kill a patrol, then you know a bug breach is coming. It's almost instantaneous. You get alerted, expect it. So I would always have a 500 just to make sure I can nuke that initial spawn to give me a little bit more breathing room to run away and create a little bit more distance. I also had rail cannons just for my team because I noticed that we were struggling a little bit with more heavier units like Bio Titans and Chargers, because I don't know, maybe my team was just unlucky, but there was consistent missions where we were getting like 17 Bio Titans. Like, I'd never seen so many Bio Titans. It was insane. Then I would either switch it out. It was like one or the other. Sometimes I brought in a Liberator Watchdog, or I would bring the supply pack. Supply pack's basically simple. If I ran out of ammo, if my teammates ran out of ammo, I was right there with them. Then I brought a machine gun for those moments I and my teammates would get swarmed and needed a little bit more of that lethal, crowd control for those swarms that you just get hit with when you get those bug breaches. And that's kind of what I used. Obviously, it's going to get way more streamlined and people are going to have way more meta builds, but always remember, the meta in this game is what you find the most fun to use. Tell me what you guys use down below, as well as your thoughts on Predator Strain. Do you like them? Do you hate them but like them? Or do you think they're just reskinned assets that the devs are too lazy to actually make anything new? I know a few of you are out there who think that, and if you do think that, I think you should honestly just play a different game, or probably just quit playing games because you seem to be a very miserable person. Do all the stuff other YouTubers tell you to do. If you are looking for a Discord community to play Helldivers 2 with, check the description down below, and I'll catch you all next time on the front.